Thank you for clicking on Whyte Noize Podcast.
Much better. Welcome back, guys.
Hey.
So this is Whyte Noize Podcast, episode two. And if you can't notice, we already got new mics.
Yeah.
This one's right here. And this one was a little bad.
Yeah.
Although the aesthetic looked nice, it was a little iffy. But these mics should be a lot better. You should be able to hear us better, especially Brady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No offense to co-host Brady over here.
Yeah, I definitely. I mean, it was just the way that I feel like the microphone was pointed, and I'm like,
And you're a little mumbly.
A little bit, yeah.
Actually, I got some news from somebody. They knew who they are. They were watching the video, and you know this person, and they're like, "Hey, tell your co-host over here to stop mumbling and speak up."
In my defense, I actually wasn't mumbling that bad. It was actually just I was probably slurring my words a little too much, but it was, I would say, mostly the mic. I was definitely doing. I'm deflecting, aren't I?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, honestly, this first video, not too bad. You guys are doing great. We do have some comments on there. Could be a little more. We still need to find a name for this guy, so you guys can either comment on YouTube video, comment on the Spotify, comment on the Instagram, or DM me if you have my Snapchat. Yeah, let us know.
No brands. We're not sponsored.
Yeah. No brands. Don't look.
Not Sam's Purified. Just shout out.
Shout out. Yeah, how's it going, man?
It's pretty good. No, I mean, kind of tired today. Haven't been sleeping the past couple days. I know no one really cares, so that's why I don't really care. But being sleep deprived is fun.
It's not the best. No. Yeah. Well, I've started my second job. I have two. It's not like I quit Acapulco. I'd never quit Acapulco. Maybe at some point. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I did.
Shut up.
No hate.
Yeah, I'm working with my father, and I've been working 8 hours a day, so it's not terrible. I just do.
8 hours.
I just work in the warehouse, and yesterday and today I've been testing stuff, so I'll be testing security cameras.
Don't you guys do boards. What do you guys do exactly? Like solar panels?
We could do that. It's more smart work zones, so solar panels, and I don't know if you
do that.
I don't know. You know, on 65, 65 there was a big orange sign, kind of, and it was kind of saying like
which direction, towards Blaine or towards Isani?
Isani.
Towards Isani. Okay.
Towards Isani.
Yeah.
And it was kind of letting you know there's construction ahead, right? And just be careful. But it's like those LED signs.
Yeah.
Or more of just like this, like signs with like lights. And so that's what we mainly do, is like with those trailers, but we also do a bunch of other stuff, like I said, with security cameras. And right now I've just been testing out stuff just so we can get them on the inventory, and then whenever we do need them, put them on trailers, set them out.
So you guys basically are like the warehouse for companies that
I am, yes. My father's not. He's more
management.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember hearing something like a couple years now, but like something about him getting promoted.
Yep.
So
yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
Big talking points, kind of. Gonna kind of stick a little bit. We got a little bit more talking points. It's not just gonna be a
rambling.
Yeah.
Kind of shambles here.
We are probably gonna stick with a couple of the segments, such as the last segment that we did on the last episode, with the bracelet and everything. We're gonna keep with that at the end. I think that's a good tradition. And then we're also going to, are we going to continue with the questions, like questioning and stuff like that, I believe?
You meaning with the would you rathers?
Yeah, or just any sort of.
Why not?
Question. Yeah,
we could do something else here. Okay, one topic I'd like to address. I don't have a bunch of information on it.
Yeah.
But it is the unfortunate shooting that did happen this last Saturday at 2 a.m. Brooklyn Center. I don't know if anybody has heard of this. We do live in Minnesota, and so if you were out of state and never heard of this, was Senator?
Yep.
Senator Hortman?
Yep, I believe so.
Was
I don't know too many details, but yeah.
Yeah, there's Senator Hortman, wife and husband were both fatally shot inside their own home. Husband later passed in the hospital, I heard, and
very unfortunate.
The wife passed in the house, along with, sadly, I just figured this out yesterday, they did have a dog.
he did kill the dog.
He shot the dog.
I remember hearing that. Yeah.
You know, warning, don't cry. I mean, you can if you want. You're behind the screen.
It's so crazy to me to think that like we're so as a society used to seeing stuff like people get shot and like these murder crimes against people, but like you see the dog.
Right, yeah. Like it's just people, and you're just like,
different.
It's all right. Because you also see it in movies, right? But then when you see it in a movie, like a dog died in a movie, you're like, what? Like, why did that happen? Like something that instantly popped in my head.
I feel like movie writers like killed the dog off in like the movies or whatever. I've seen a handful of movies like that. I'm like, you psycho.
Right. Well, what was the movie? It had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and it was that big. It was like the white monkey. You know what I'm talking about? Like the big white gorilla.
Oh yeah.
And it was.
That's Rampage.
Rampage, yes. I remember in Rampage, it was one of the animals, like the crocodile or whatever it was. I remember in one of them, it was like going on the bridge or whatever, and there was like a little white dog, like a poodle or something, walking over on the bridge.
I don't think they showed it though.
Huh? No, they showed the dog, and they didn't kill, but the big animal like screamed at the dog, and the dog like whimpered and like ran away. I'm like,
that's how you gotta do it. You know?
Right.
I don't think. It definitely wasn't on camera if the dog died.
Yeah, probably did.
Probably.
Okay, Mark, going back into the topic. Sorry, we kind of rambled on.
Dude, I mean, I just think it's crazy in general. Obviously, they caught the dude now. I don't remember his name. I'm not gonna, because honestly...
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Horrible thing that this dude did. Okay. Words are hard. Skip that.
Careful.
But I'd say... I'm just happy they finally caught him, bring justice to the family and everything. The part I was a little confused about was there was news that came out about how there were 2 officers actually already outside of the building at the time, and they actually interacted with the killer. And
didn't know because he was dressed as an officer.
Yeah, and I remember they did exchange some sort of...
Like badge numbers? Like
no, they exchanged. I can't remember if it was like an actual like shootout. I can't remember if they actually like exchanged
okay. I thought you meant like exchange like
between each other. But I know as a police officer, it's probable cause when you hear gunshots, you're allowed to like intervene. Yeah. So like, you're allowed to enter the building, and they didn't do that. So I guess I was just confused as to why, more or less, because I'm like. I feel like we're definitely just like in society today. It's not to get too political, of course, but like it's always sides. You know, it's always left, right, this, that, race, that. You know, it's always sides. So I'm like, I know there's people out there that are like anti-police and then pro-police, and I was definitely I was never defund the police because obviously that's just bad news in general. But don't want to defund the people that protect you. But I just thought, because I was never like big fans of the police, but now I'm not gonna say who, but I have people in my life now that are heavily on the police side, so I guess they've kind of changed my perspective a little bit on them. I'm still not like 100% like gonna be a cop, you know, but I'm also not like a cop hater, you know. I respect them, but I guess I was just more confused, like, what were they thinking, you know? I'm not going to instantly call them out and call them, like, scaredy cats and, like...
Pussies.
Yeah, more adult term for that, but...
Yeah.
But after last episode, I was going to try to work on my language a little bit.
It's okay, that's why I have a little image and the little...
the bleeper.
Snippet of you not saying anything. I think I did that 3 times last episode or 4 or something.
Like I said, I was going to try to limit my usage of bad words.
Yes.
But yeah, so scaredy cats or pussies. So I guess I wasn't sure if they were just new or like wanted backup beforehand before they went in.
You could.
But I feel like as a police officer, it's your duty to do that too. You know, like go check on them at least.
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm like, you hear gunshots as a guy walks into a building. Like, yeah.
Well, maybe. Well, never mind. I was gonna say, well, maybe because he was a police officer, they're gonna like let him go in. But granted, if he was a police officer, he would have dispatched in and like, hey, I'm going in, Bravo Dark. I'm gonna go flank him, right?
Maybe, yeah. I'm not.
But like,
none of that. Yeah, like I said, I just thought they would put 2 and 2 together and like used brain cells or something and did something. I feel like that could have changed the outcome. At least gotten the dog not killed, hopefully.
At least not the dog. I don't care about anybody else.
Obviously.
Just kidding.
Apologies out to the family and everything.
Yes. Prayers.
Yes. Big prayers. So, yeah, that's...
like I said, I don't know a lot of information on the topic, but, send your prayers out to them.
The crazy thing is I was looking at apartments around that area, too.
Actually?
Yeah.
Brooklyn Center?
Just Brooklyn Park, Brooklyn Center in general. I was just looking. I wasn't, like, actually, like, thinking about buying a place there. Mm-hmm. Again, just looking at cheapest, but, like, not that sketchy. Mm-hmm. Kind of. The apartments themselves looked not bad for the price. It's just, since, it's in a bad neighborhood, it's going to be cheaper. So I guess, yeah. But unfortunate stuff.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Moving on from sad and gloomy to a new and one could say refreshing.
Yeah.
Could say summer-like.
Yeah. New Tekka album.
I was about to say, who's saving the summer?
Yeah.
Well, Tekka. So,
sure.
Dopamine album just released recently. And what are your thoughts?
I just recently listened to it today. I went through the whole album.
One go.
And I liked it. It had the classic Tekka style, like just the melody, trying to like he likes getting you bopping your head,
Yeah, that's what he said in one of the interviews. He's like, if I can get you to bop your head, my job's done.
I know. And it's like, I mean, to be fair, I've definitely heard to describe my taste, I guess, or just me as a person, I'm very heavily music based, and then also like watching a shit ton of movies. So like, if you want recommendations, I'm not like the guy, but you can ask me, and I can give you some definite good recommendations for either. But I've heard wide range of music, and I've definitely heard a lot deeper songs than like what Tekka makes. But like when it comes to Tekka, I'm like, it's hard to find like a song you can just like listen to over and over again and still like be like, hell yeah. So it's like, especially, I mean, I definitely saw a couple songs that I liked a little bit more. I guess I can find them real quick, but yeah, I definitely enjoyed, like, similar to you, Hollywood.
Hollywood's such a great song. I don't know if I only really like a couple songs on that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously everyone's heard Dark Thoughts. That's like kind of the most
so
trendy
Dark
one.
Thoughts is probably one of my favorites up there.
Yeah, that one's trendy.
First release as a single, now with the Dopamine album.
I will say the one that kind of like still like weirds me out is the Awa Awa one.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people like that one. I just don't.
I don't know. I mean,
it's weird.
I definitely was like, okay.
I mean, of course I like it.
Yeah, I like it, but it's kind of like one of those ones I'm like, did it need to be in there? Not necessarily, but it was good.
I really like Hollywood, and then my other one is Don't Rush.
I will say I enjoyed X Factor.
X Factor's good.
Right in between, so it goes Hollywood, X Factor, and then Don't Rush.
Yeah, but I like the transition in there.
Yeah, I did, obviously I had the Tekka transitions as well, if you listen to them in order, which I did, and then I liked the twist on kind of the radio station vibe. I thought that, I was like, the first time I heard that, I was like, oh dang, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
So I thought, for the first time I heard, I think it was on,
was that third song?
Half the Plot, I believe.
Was that third song?
Yeah.
Yeah, Half the Plot.
So, because obviously Dark Thoughts and then were released beforehand. And,
yeah,
but
on the album.
Yeah, still on the album. So Half the Plot was the first one, and yeah, that one surprisingly, I'm like, am I on the radio? I played this on the radio. I swear I best play on Dopamine, but yeah, I would say
got the list
overall pretty good. It was strong all the way through. I wasn't bored.
Oh yeah, they're all good. Tekka hits 100% of the time.
I mean, there's a pattern in all of them a little bit. Obviously, because it's by the same guy.
Yeah.
But, yeah. The last song, I think it was Tic Tac Toe.
Yeah, with Ken Carson.
Yeah, with Ken Carson. I was like, okay. I'm like, at least you got a pretty good feature in there. I was like Ken Carson's not bad.
He's not terrible. Yeah. But like now with all like the 6-7 kids.
Yeah. I don't think I've really seen them too much.
I mean, like, he's okay, but like now with all these like stereotype baseball kids with the fluffy hair and the ice cream shorts.
Dude, I saw a handful of them at the high school today. I was dropping my sister off at soccer, and they had practice, and and it was funny because I had sunroof open. I was blasting the album, and like they all ooh.
I look over.
And I just see majority of them like light brown or just full blonde / bleached hair.
Oh yeah.
Ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Backwards hat or no
Moose
hat.
tracks, haircut, bro.
Yeah, and then still rocking the gas station pit vipers, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
because they're like, they had to be like 9th grade or middle school or something,
Right.
and yeah, I hate those kids. I mean,
Honestly.
I really don't hate anyone.
We wore that at one point for like less than a year, probably.
Mhm.
For a little bit, not too long. That was before.
That was
bad.
that was like our sophomore year. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. It was like end of sophomore year, beginning of freshman year.
Yeah.
Or no. End of freshman year, mid sophomore year, for me.
Yeah, I mean, stages. Let's say. I guess we could go into that stages of life. You know.
I don't think I've ever had the same haircut ever since. You always have like the classic younger boy cut when you get the sides all like skinned, and then you got your little comb, right?
Yeah.
But ever since that, I don't think I've singly had a same haircut for a full year.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had then the crappy curtains, and then I had not even for a full year, and then I had my fluffy hair. I'm using air quotes, you can't see. For not even a year, and then I had like kind of like an awkward stage, you can say, for a middle part, and then I had a flow, and then I buzzed it, and then I bleached it.
Dude, I mean, I kind of.
Are you looking at the picture right now?
No, kind of.
Let me see.
No, not of you. I was gonna say with that like classic guy hairstyle. I have a couple pictures. I'm honestly not. I'm not like too embarrassed to show this picture.
We can put it up right here.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. But I mean, I'll show them.
Oh, here, I have it right here.
No, I know, but I want to show them a different picture
Oh.
real quick. So this is one. I think that one was just
see that?
at work. So that was like, you can't really see it too much.
Oh, you sent me that picture before.
Yeah, I believe
seen
I
that.
did. But then, yeah. So I mean, I've had that haircut before. I don't think I look too bad. All right, I'm gonna send you
The one
picture. I will say the fucking double chin goes hard here. So he'll put that up right there. I'm holding.
It's been already up.
Yeah, it has already been up.
He's slow.
So I sent that to
He's
you.
not his phone.
but
He's a screenager.
every video, dude. It's gonna be every video. And each time I just don't see it coming.
Every single time.
I gotta start like.
Exactly.
You're gonna start seeing me like have like
Bruises.
anxiety and just like tensed up now.
Bruises. This is gonna hurt. Put a little metal ball right here, right in his little crown.
You know, like
Where's this guy even from?
cut a little hole in his bottom. And
Okay.
Put some rocks.
I'm
in
gonna
there.
mute that mic right there. We're gonna throw it out. You're not gonna say rocks.
Put some rocks in there, dude. Or you could fill it with sand.
Rainbow Friends. What is Rainbow Friends?
Did it come with a name though? On the
I think
tag.
so.
Sometimes they be coming with a
This
name.
name is all new material contents polyester fibers. I don't think he has a name.
Yeah.
Is this in French?
Sidetracked.
Don't think so. Okay. Anyway,
But yeah, so I guess going back to like
Tekka
stages-
album.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We were done
going
with
off
that.
it. So like veering off of that, like from stages of life, everyone goes through them. Mom, it's just a stage, I swear. Or Mom, it's not a phase.
Yeah. It's not
I got
a
that
phase.
mixed up. Mom, it's not a phase. Don't know.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna hit you with that again. And this time it's gonna be this.
Okay. But
This is spiky.
yeah, everyone goes through phases of life. Mostly like how we did. Of course, we had I feel like everyone through middle school, at least our generation, everyone went through middle school, went through the light colored shirts. The light colored shirts, like the super highlight.
Oh, highlighter fits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like same fit, like
mismatching.
monochrome fit.
Yeah, like fucking. I remember going to school.
shorts,
I remember
blue
going to school in like a fucking highlighter yellow shirt with like the same like red almost pants, and I was like a fucking like stop sign.
Dude, you remember 7th grade?
What about
Seventh grade. When we were in 7th grade, it was COVID.
Yeah,
That's
that was
not when COVID hit. COVID hit when we were in 6th grade. 7th grade, you could choose to be. What's the word?
A or B. Was it
What's A and B?
A and B? I know there's like A
Oh
and
yeah,
B
but no. What's the word?
all nine or
No, it's like you do both.
I don't know.
Hybrid.
Hybrid. Okay.
Yeah, hybrid.
Oh yeah.
We did not do a hybrid. We did I did full online. I think you did too.
Yeah, I did full online first.
But that was when we got into Legos, and that was when we made a lot of stuff with Legos. I don't think we can say what we made on YouTube, but we sent each other. So, because I think Google Hangouts was the thing. I don't know if you guys know about that. It was
Google Hangouts. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like a texting thing.
Browser.
It's like a extension. That's what it was on Chrome.
Chrome.
And you can text all your friends, but in order you can't send videos on there. And so me and Brady emailed each other videos of the new little things we made with Legos, and man, those are the times.
For real.
That was like bottom school, but like top like life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was definitely.
I need some more water.
Yeah, COVID was weird. Like
I don't like that.
Neither did
Next
I.
100 years, it's gonna happen again.
It F schooled for me.
2120.
It really messed up school for me in general. I mean,
That's why you're homeschooled now.
yeah,
Pretty
but
much.
I enjoy homeschooling, so it works.
He's gay.
I have a girlfriend, but
Still gay.
yeah, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna transition into some questions of any sort. So we'll see you guys soon.
Okay. Jaden left me.
He doesn't know I'm right here.
Oh shoot! Ow! Hi guys.
Revenge is a bitch. All right, enough violence. We've already talked about enough.
Can't get over the chair. Okay.
Mike's still working, right?
Hello. Trivia for co-host Brady.
Yeah, I believe we're not doing questions anymore. Just trivia, and I'm dumb as fuck, too. So
We're gonna start off with math, and it's gonna be very simple. One question, one answer. Are you ready?
Does this count as my answer? You said what? No, I'm not ready.
Okay. We're ending the podcast. Okay. So you have. Okay. God, I thought you said. Okay.
God, this is gonna be rough.
No, I'm
guys.
cutting.
This is gonna be rough.
Okay.
And scene.
All right. So you go to the store. Okay. I can't speak right now. My bad. You go to the store. You go to Dick's Sporting Goods.
That's a good story.
Sporting Goods, right?
That's a good
Because you like Dick's Sporting Goods store.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to the baseball section.
Okay, that's a good section.
Not reference with the ice cream kids. Baseball section. And
6, 7.
shut up. So then you get a bat. You get a bat and a ball, right? Bat and a ball.
Yeah.
You don't know what the prices are. You bring it to the cashier. Meep. Meep. Totals $1.10. Okay. $1.10.
Okay.
Pretty much on sale, right? So $1.10 right here. You know that the bat is $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost?
What was the total again?
$1.10.
I've heard this trivia. How much is the ball?
How much is the ball? See, you've heard this.
$1.
No.
Oh, the bat's $1 more?
The bat is $1 more than the ball. How much is the ball?
Oh, 10 cents.
Wrong.
Oh wait, no, yeah, it is wrong. It's. I've heard this before, and I know I'm wrong. Okay. Total for both items
Is $1.10.
is $1.10.
The bat is $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost?
$1.10.
The ball does not cost $1.10. Are you saying that?
Yes, it does. It costs $1.10. And they cost $1.
How does it? That'd be.
You're trolling.
No, I swear I'm not.
Okay,
You told me I'm wrong.
you're wrong.
1/10 of $1 is how much the baseball costs.
Okay. All right. So you have $1.
Wait, I'm trying
Why
to
are you
figure out. I'm
fiddling?
trying to figure
He's
out.
fiddling our mascot.
I'm trying to figure out how
That's
much.
not gonna. The answer's not in him.
Which item am I trying to figure out?
The ball.
The ball.
And the bat is $1 more than the ball. How much does the ball cost?
The Gears are turning. My
The
guy.
gears are not turning.
No, they're
You need WD-40 on those gears.
It is then.
They're clogged.
I can't take you seriously now. I really can't.
Think. Use your brain.
I thought we weren't getting political here, bud.
What?
Use your brain.
Use your brain.
Can I ask you the same question?
Yes, and then I'm gonna say the answer, and then you're gonna say the answer.
Okay,
So no, you can't ask me the same question.
but you said yes.
I say no.
But you said I
I
can't
say
ask you
no
the same question.
now. Overruled.
My brain's going like 100 different ways right now.
Focus on the original question.
I can't.
$1.10. 110 pennies, if you will.
That's a lot of pennies.
You want to think about it in pennies?
Sure.
Okay, you have 110 pennies.
110 pennies.
The bet is 100 pennies more than the ball.
How much does the ball cost?
Do you give in on the first question?
10 pennies.
Get up. It is not 10 cents.
It's nap time.
Answer's up here. If you guys get like 20 seconds earlier than him.
I'm gonna feel so stupid right now, and I'm gonna get roasted in the comments. So that's totally fine with me.
If they comment, so far, not really.
If they comment.
Yeah. You give in?
$1.10.
Okay. All right. Well. All right. The answer up here it is because you have $1.10. The ball is 5 cents. 5 cents. If the bet is $1 more than the ball, and the ball is 5 cents, the bet is $1.05. I had it together, so $1.10. You figure that out because $1.10. If you know the bet is $1 more, then you have your dollar. You need
That
cents.
checks out, yeah.
You
That
get your
checks
2
out.
5 cents.
That checks out, yeah.
Okay, question 2 is going to be a doozy for him.
I've heard that same question on a podcast before.
And you couldn't remember. You couldn't even remember the answer, let alone try to figure it out.
I know.
Okay. Next question.
Next time I get a calculator.
This one's a little hard.
The fuck?
I mean, not really. I didn't know this one. This one's on the old phone here. What is the... Not math related now. Okay, just normal. Okay, he just choked on a water bottle. We can't be serious. What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
So,
Wrong. Okay.
we're talking
Bird.
animal.
Animal
With
wings.
wings and feathers.
Not sure feathers.
Like,
It can fly.
yeah, but feathers, like the feathers that like a chicken has.
Sure.
That's not a yes or no question.
Sure is indeed a yes.
Okay, so it does have feathers. you had to check your brain for that one, dude.
I know it does.
I
It's
can't-
making you second guess.
It is, but I'm also just going off the fact that you're probably just as stupid as I am. So I mean, I'm gonna just assume you actually had to check. We're talking backwards as of tail end first. Going boop.
Just like how a crawfish goes like this, backwards.
I like that demonstration. Okay, so I'm still gonna get this wrong, but
It's not a chicken. Any day now. It's okay, guys. He's
is
thinking.
it a sparrow?
No.
Damn.
Think like a small bird. A bird you would have with a bird feeder. Something that
Blue
may
jay?
visit you. No.
I actually didn't know birds can fly backwards.
It's a very fast bird.
Flying squirrel.
I'm gonna hit you with something very hard.
I'm gonna have PTSD after this podcast.
PTSD.
Post-traumatic Down syndrome.
Okay. Okay.
Which I do have.
It's a hummingbird.
Wait, for real?
Yes. Hummingbird is mucho fast.
I did not know that.
This one might be a little easy.
I didn't know birds can fly backwards.
What
like how
is-
sharks can't swim backwards. I thought the same thing with birds.
Okay. What is the main profession of Nintendo character Luigi and Mario?
Main profession, besides jumping into green holes.
Could have reworded that better, but yes.
Green tubes.
Yes.
Okay.
But other than that,
Plumbing.
yes.
Okay.
Correct.
They got the butt crack.
Getting a little history in here.
Okay.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
But history. Who was inaugurated as U.S. president in 2009?
Is this?
It wasn't Biden.
We're not talking vice president. We're talking actual president.
President.
Okay. This is.
2009.
Well, I got counting forwards here.
This is like near we were born.
Yeah.
Like a year after.
I know the president. So I know the presidents of the United States. I don't remember the order. This is probably whoever was before Obama. Oh shit. Shake the dread. I would say. Oh, should we get dreads next?
Okay, no, we're not getting dreads.
Yeah.
It's Obama.
Locking in my answer.
As?
Nixon.
It was Obama.
It was Obama.
Like,
Nixon
after
was
Obama,
a
and I'm just
fucking-
like looking at the camera.
No,
That's all I was doing.
Because he served 2 terms, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because I believe so. Because I'm like, yeah.
Nah,
makes
you're
sense.
not
That
going to get
checks
this one.
I guarantee I'm not good.
What is the national animal of Scotland? I can give you
Dude,
a
I
hint.
forget Scotland even exists sometimes. I don't think. National animal?
Aminal, I can give you a hint, it's not real.
Sasquatch.
That's Minnesota. Mama just fell over. Oh my gosh.
Balance.
Anyway, Scotland.
Miyagi, bro, would get that balance. Scotland.
I'm in my little corner.
Is it the cockroach?
Cockroaches are real.
Some of them. I think some of them are fake. Not gonna lie.
Disappear into the depths.
I don't know what this podcast is anymore.
Me neither. I'll come out when you answer the question correctly.
He's gay. He's
Or if I
coming
can
out
get-
of the closet.
Oh, something fell.
He probably wouldn't have heard that until he's editing this. You did not hear what I said, did you?
Did you say something I have to mute?
No, no, but he probably thought. Okay, we're getting off track. We're gonna have to cut.
Answer the question.
Oh, I don't. You said it doesn't exist. What in? You're about to like rip that down, and yeah,
A unicorn.
for real. Oh my god. I was about to say, I'm like, I was just about to ask, I'm like, would I know the animal? And if you said yes, I was either gonna say chupacabra or.
What is a chupacabra?
You don't even know what that is. It's the
What did you say? What
Dude, it's
words
the
came
evil-
out of your mouth?
It's
How
the
many
evil-
syllables? Chupa.
Dude, you work at a fucking Mexican
Chupacabra.
restaurant.
Chupacabra.
Ask
I'm
Bob-
white.
Ask Bob what a chupacabra is. I'm not fucking telling you that shit. Or look it up when you're editing it.
It's too much work. I have to edit because you're bleeping it.
It's literally the goat. Yeah, my second after that choice, which would have been me trolling, I would have chose unicorn probably. If you would have said I knew the animal. If it was a made up animal that I had no clue, I would have just given up. So yeah.
Last question.
Oh, last question. Okay.
You guys should watch us on YouTube. If you're watching on Spotify or listening on Spotify, that's okay. Check us on YouTube for video. Everything's gonna look better and make more sense when you hear us.
Yeah, most definitely. I think there's gonna be a lot of out of contacts.
Which planet
Out of context.
has over 145 known moons?
In our solar system, I'd assume, because otherwise we'd have no fucking idea. How many moons?
145.
That's a very nice number. I think that's a very even number. I think they made that up. That number, at least. I think there could be like a very stupid number, like 112 or 132. 132 maybe, but I think 145 is a great number. I don't know why I have these, but I'll give you those back.
I'll take those back.
I'd say it's a 1 out of 8. Depending on.
It's not Earth.
What? Okay, yes, then it's not the moon.
Answer the question.
I'm not getting my question. Venus. Venus sewer. I know it's the moon. Pluto. Jupiter.
Wrong.
Saturn.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. First try.
Okay. Can you quote that movie? If you can quote that movie for real.
Lego Batman?
Yeah!
Yo! Or no, it's the Lego movie, not Lego Batman.
Lego movie.
Lego movie. That's
Lego
what it was. Oh, let's go.
Same thing. Lego
Batman said. Lego Batman said it. That's what I meant.
That was a moment.
That was good, Dap. My hand stings a little bit. All right. I think we are getting close to time. I think we are going to go off into quote of the week. Okay. Alrighty, guys.
Yeah.
We are here. Drum roll, please. For this week's WN podcast.
Bible quotes of the week.
Let's go. All right, we're going to scan right here.
I love this. Love this time.
Perfect. Alrighty, you guys. Today we got Ephesians 4:13. We grow together until we reach the state of being one in our trust and knowledge of the Son of God, completely grown up, measuring up to full maturity in Christ. Thoughts on the quote?
Well, fun fact, I've actually read this Bible verse before. I've done actually quite a few different Bible studies before. I recommend Bible studies. Find a friend or just a group in general for a Bible study. And it just, one, helps you meet new people or grow closer to the people you already know. And you get to learn the Bible. So I've been in 3, and it allows me to read 3 different books of the Bible. And I just kind of use that plus my own time to read the Bible. Just a recommendation. If you want any good Bible apps, I'd recommend YouVersion. So YouVersion Bible app. That one's the one I use personally on my phone. Love it. It's great. You get all the different kind of versions of the Bible. So you could get like the English Standard, New International Version, pretty basic stuff. Or you could go original and do King James. Mm-hmm. But what I kind of like about the Bible verse is it keeps it simple. Letting us know that we are still learning in life. I try to remind myself too that, like, with your parents or elders in general, realizing that they are also experiencing life for the first time. They're still learning, and also obviously they know a lot more than you, so obviously learn from them. But most importantly, learn from the Bible, learn from God, grow in God, and adapt the maturity in Christ.
Okay.
I mean, it's also good to realize that, like, not everyone knows everything about everything. So, I mean, I definitely don't know. I know compared to a lot of people, I don't know anything about the Bible. Yeah, I'd say if you want to learn more, great place is just going to church because the fucking professionals doing it.
Frickin'.
Yes.
Okay.
Says the one who just...
Okay, sheesh.
But yeah, so... Yeah.
All right. Awesome outcome of the week. Thank you guys for coming to
watch us
WN
goof around.
Podcast episode number 2.
Continue.
It is going to be a late week post. I will be posting this on Wednesday or Thursday, the 18th or the 19th of June, 2025. So be on the lookout. I will put.
Yeah, it's crazy that we're already halfway through 2025.
Right.
Over halfway, actually.
Right.
So that's nuts.
TS nuts. Okay. All right, I'll let you guys know in the Instagram. Of course, if you always want to check out our socials, it'll be in the end of the video on the first episode. Skip right to the end. It'll be right here on the first episode and second episode down.
Yep. And then, yeah, Shout out to co-host Jaden here for obviously one editing all this stuff too.
Wow.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
yeah.
Shout out to co-host Brady for being straight. For the most part. That's how we're going to end it. I'll see you guys later.